So do you
shower?
Hang on a minute. Listen, this is the first interesting. This is the first interesting part of this.
I told you,
podcast.
talking about shit will be a good fucking topic.
He's just said to me, when we have a shower, do you stick your finger up your bum to clean it?
Yeah.
Oh right.
I do, just a bit, because it's a shithole, isn't it?
I can't reach.
Yeah,
I could just
can
touch
reach
the
with
tip.
one.
When I wipe my ass, I sort of like scoop it to make sure inside a little bit. You know what I mean?
Even baby wipes, I put a little bit in as well, because I'm like, clean it.
But do you know,
are we talking like...
Do you know, Dan, right, Dan?
Oh, fuck that,
We never
man.
got shown how to wipe our ass properly, did we?
Welcome back, guys. Today is the world's strongest podcast. First guest, 2019 Britain's former strongest man, Graham Hicks. There we go. 3 times world's strongest woman, Rebecca Roberts. And
Daryl.
the world's biggest knobhead, that's me. I'm Rebecca's Uber driver. And you own a strongman gym, don't you, as well?
Yeah.
And strongman Daryl Toon. Okay, guys.
Are you strong?
Yeah, that hurt my feelings.
He tries to be.
Graham, we'll start with you. All right, we'll get the.
Right, we're gonna start this as a mate go on. I don't like being called Graham.
Okay, what do you want me to call you?
Hicksy.
Hickser. But I've called you Graham all your life. You never told me that.
My mum does that as well.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to call you Graham because no one tells me what to do, mate.
Bastard.
Okay. How did you get into strongman?
The thing is, I got into strongman in 2010, and it's a completely different world now. I just trained in a local total fitness gym.
Right.
I was about 25 years old. I played football quite frequently. I was big. I was about 100 kilos, but I loved football, and I was always too big for football. But there's some guys when I was working on the doors that were on about some shows that they've been doing, the under 90 kilo strongman stuff, and it just all went over my head. I was like, I don't know what you're on about. You're on about strongman on TV, you know. Like, I didn't know what they were on about. So they invited me to a gym in Manchester, Mark Clegg's gym. It was quite a good gym. Just went down. I thought I'd have a little dabble at it, and I thought it was fun. And then they basically turned around in the same session and said, "Oh, there's a comp in 4 months."
Why are you breathing like a fucking rapist in my head? sorry, have you fucking heard that? The fuck? Sorry.
So yeah, they just said, "Oh, there's a comp in Morecambe in 4 months' time. Why don't you put your name down?" It was like under 105, and I weighed 101 or 102. I thought, yeah, why not? I'll have a go. I just didn't think much past that. I was like, I'll have a go.
But did you know you were strong?
I knew I was strong-ish.
Strong-ish. So you hadn't trained for it?
No.
When I was training, I used to train at David Lloyd's, and I used to go in there and I'd put like 450 on leg press. I was benching. Probably it's not a lot to you, but I was putting like 130, 140 on the bench. And I was the strongest in the gym by a mile. And everyone, I used to go in, I'm going to lift a light tomorrow, you know what I mean? I'd go in and see loads of people looking at me, ego lifting, and fuck that, I'm going ever, you know what I mean? And then I moved to a strongman gym. I started training at a strongman gym, and I walked in and I was like the weakest in there. And I was like, fuck this shit, I'm going back there. I want to be the strongest in this shit gym. It's humbling, isn't it?
I was probably definitely the strongest in the gym.
Yeah.
And there were a lot of big guys in the gym. I hadn't even done a deadlift until I signed up to this comp. I'd never deadlifted before. I think it was 240 for reps.
But in 2011, under 105, you absolutely dominated, didn't you?
Yeah, well, that was the year I decided to start taking gear.
So my question that I was going to ask you later, later I'm going to break you into steroids. You straight away, I did that.
Well, I think.
But the thing is, right? They're all taking gear. It's not just you. So
I did the
how
first
are you expected
year,
to win against people who are using stuff when you're not?
I did the first year, and I did all right. I think people could see the potential, and then I just thought I'm going to join them because everybody was taking stuff. But like, it wasn't just the gear; it was like what they were doing on the day, like taking stuff on the day. It was just mental, and I'm sat there in my kind of monster, thinking, what's going on? And you just know that you're not in the same league because I thought the only way to beat him is to join him.
So, England strongman in 2011.
I got a 170 log.
You did a 170 log, which was a world record.
World record, 105 in my second year. Yeah.
I think it's 190 now.
I'd actually done 185 in training as well.
Oh, right. 2022 Arnold Classic, someone did 190.
Yeah.
It had gone up a little bit after that, but that would have been your first world record, wasn't it?
It was, and it stood the test of time for
Yeah,
ages,
for ages,
because
yeah.
nobody challenged me, and I only stayed in the 105s.
Because nobody could at that weight.
No, I only stayed in the 105s in 2011. I did
straight to it.
I did 2012 March. I did a 105 comp. I did 172.5 log, just to bump it up, and then that was the last one I did. But I could have gone heavier.
So that was, I mean, I'll be honest, I didn't know about that
Really?
world record until I googled it. And I'm not going to lie, mate, I had a bit of a Google of you yesterday, and I typed in Graham Hicks, Markham, and it come up with, no lie, convicted of 2 sex offences on a bus, exposed himself on a park, and ran over a cyclist.
If that was true,
There
it'd be
is
funny,
a Graham Hicks in Markham. I'm not joking.
Shut up.
I swear. Google it. I googled it. I typed Graham Hicks Markham, looking for something outside of the strongman world to try and get some dirt on you, and that's what come up.
Did you say bike?
He ran over a cyclist.
I ran over a cyclist.
I won't joke about it too much because the cyclist died.
I wonder what that's about.
Yeah. Google it. After this, I'll show you. Go on Google. I'll show you.
I did run over someone when I was younger.
So, have you seen
He
this?
tried to commit suicide and ran out in front of my car in 2010.
So you didn't try and run him over, did you?
No, but he tried to kill himself, and it's actually a week before my first wedding.
How many weddings you had?
2. But yeah, it's a week before my wedding, and everything to do with the wedding was in my car, and the police seized it.
Oh, bloody hell.
And seized it. I was on my way to work. It was 6 o'clock in the morning on Saturday morning. The guy had been out all night, and had just decided he wanted to top himself.
Fucking hell. Luckily, you hadn't been out all night.
Yeah, but it wasn't good. I'd ran it. He went through my windscreen, over the car, and he was lying on the pile on the floor, making the biggest, loudest wheezing noise and not moving.
It's probably winded, isn't it?
And I was trying to flag people down, mate, and they were just driving past me.
Well, they seen you, didn't they?
I'm like, because my phone was dead, fucking typically enough.
He's
I couldn't
funny looking
phone-
though,
I
isn't he?
couldn't
He's
phone
fucking
police.
wider than you are tall, aren't you?
So I was trying to flag people down, and they're just windows up, driving past me.
Well, you think you're going to rob him, you know?
So it was about the 10th car that came past that phoned for ambulance for me. But,
Why didn't you phone ambulance?
my phone was dead. I literally just set off to work.
So was this cunt, you know what I mean? Charge your phone. You've seen
Sex offended. Yeah, no, not
Yeah.
done that.
Well, no, it wasn't
Not
you
yet.
because I looked into it. But isn't that strange how someone with the same name in the same town? Also, do you want to go on ChatGPT? I asked who's the most famous person in Markham. Yeah, and do you want to know where you came on the list?
No.
I'm going to tell you anyway. 4th.
What's
I
that?
just thought it was pretty good.
But who was top 3?
Top Eric Markham.
Not from
Markham and
Markham.
Wise.
Not-
No, it's
not
who
from
resides
Markham.
in Markham. Neither was Tyson Fury, but he was number 2.
He
Been
don't
there
live
since
here anymore,
2008.
he's not
No,
here
he's moved
anymore
to
either.
Isle of Wight or Isle of
John
Man.
McGuinness, I'll give him that.
An actress came up before you called Dame Fora Heard.
Never heard of her.
Well, she died in 2003, she's a famous actress. And then it was you.
I'd have thought John McGuinness was more famous.
It didn't come up. We'll just chat with GBT, talk shit probably, doesn't it?
Saying that, it's not social media with TT racing, is it, I guess?
No.
Yeah.
Take it.
Take it. I've got my name on a plaque on Promenade.
It said your net worth as well.
Yeah, that's full of shit.
£84.
Yeah. Is this before I got divorced or after? Go on, what does it say?
£84? It was just a joke, I didn't check that. It won't know your net worth, would it? Because you've not fucking got anything.
No.
Anyway,
So,
let's just get into this. Notable podium finishes. This is what I want to get into and then some questions. So, Europe's strongest man. 2014, 2021. Bronze, 3rd, both times. Is that the top? Is that your best achievement, do you think? You're most proud of?
well, in terms of internationally, yeah, probably.
That's mega.
You know, especially when you look at the lineups at the time.
Yeah, 100%.
2014's lineup. You know, I beat very, very on form Christoph Majakovsky. I idolised that guy.
We're going to talk about him later.
You know, that was the shock of that for me was the surprise, because normally you go into a show and Becca can familiarise with this and you know where you sit,
Yeah.
and I never thought I sat in the top three.
So that was an eye opener for you.
It was a big eye opener.
Big eye opener.
Yeah.
You've qualified for 7 world's strongest man.
I would imagine that it's probably close to 10.
Well, Google told me 7. Or have you took part in 7?
I took part in 7. I went one time, 2022, and I had to pull out the day before.
Yeah. So you placed 10th when you
because I
pulled
tore
out
my
with an injury.
groin. I tore my groin the day before the heat.
So the one thing that used to frustrate me about you was you're fucking injury prone. You were always injured.
Not really.
You
How many
fucking
injuries
was.
is there? In a career of 15 years, how many injuries?
Well, every time you got somewhere, there's always a problem. There's always an issue.
That's just sport.
I don't know. It might be eating. You know what I mean? What happened to going to America to do 500 and putting a stone on your fucking suit wouldn't fit?
Drugs, we can get into that.
I think it's American food.
No, well, to be honest, it was a huge shock because I hadn't been over since I split up with the ex-wife. I'd obviously dropped a lot of weight, and then through the prep, I hadn't gone over 150 kilos in body weight. And then I went there, and on the day of the show, I weighed 158 kilos. And it was a shock. I hadn't overeaten.
So it put like 6 kilograms.
But I'd taken I don't mind talking about it, but I was taking orals, and I've never, in all my life, actually never taken orals.
So you think you was retaining water?
So someone was explaining to me, because I obviously went out and seeked advice, right, I want to go for world record, what drugs do I need to take? And I got loads and loads of advice, and it wasn't crazy, but I was taking things I'd never took before.
You're only doing what everyone else was doing, aren't you?
And I'm doing stuff what everyone else is doing. But because I never took it before, it was a huge gamble.
Yeah.
And it didn't work out. And
if you was fit going into that,
yeah.
you said a minute ago that you sort of know where you place.
I could have pulled 500 for about 4 months that year. And my peak was just too long.
But what's your top? 470?
470, yeah.
470. In the when you pulled out from injury, what do you think you could have done, realistically?
I think I'm still capable of 500 on a good day.
No placing wise, where do you think you could have placed at Worlds if you hadn't have pulled out with injury?
The year I made the final,
222 was that? 220.
I had top 5 in my head.
Yeah.
Because the events were very good for me. It was an 18-inch pull, and people don't realise I'm good for 550 plus on that.
Right.
I think the world record was 530. There was a log medley at the time. My log was still up there.
When you talk about the events that they're picking, do you think sometimes they might be handpicked for certain people?
Yeah, of course. It's a TV show.
Like for Eddie?
No, well, we're not going to speak.
When he won Worlds...
Don't pick Eddie out as a specific.
They
will sit there, and like you have even for today, you'll have on your mind stuff we'll talk about to get people talking or to get people watching.
So they're going to give them the best events because
so they'll sit there, they know the guys, and they'll make events to try and make a good show, a good contest. So you're right, but not totally right, because
when Eddie won Worlds, I think if I remember rightly, Thor got deducted a rep for a double dip.
Yeah.
I watched that about 5 times. I don't think he double dipped.
Right.
Had that not been a double dip, Eddie wouldn't have won with it.
Can I stop you here? Right.
He did double dip. Yeah.
Rebecca might not even know this information, and people watching won't know this information, but I was friends with Thor for a very long time. And the year before, 2016, he should have won. The year before, in 2016's final, he won an event, right? And then the next event out was kettlebell toss. He went out second to last. Brian went out after him. So Thor had to go for it, made a mistake, then Brian beat him. But Thor should have gone out last. And because he made that mistake, Brian had too many points on him going into the stones. So he will have taken that, because he would have pissed him off, and rightly so, into the following year, which was 2017. When in the first event of the final, they took out the drag, which Eddie didn't like. He didn't like the drag. But they took it out, so obviously Thor's then super heightened because of the year before.
Okay.
And then the double dip happened. So
Did he double dip?
I don't think he did.
I don't think he did.
I don't think he did.
Rebecca, you think he did?
But it happened, and it's like
I've watched it a lot of times.
I
don't
felt
think
really
he
sorry
did.
for him because
Yeah, I did.
he got so much stick, and people call him a crybaby, and it's like he's had such a hard fucking ride. People don't realise it.
A lot was riding on that double dip. You know what I mean? Because that was the difference between winning and losing.
But like the year before, if he'd have come out like, it might still not. It might not have happened how I think it would have happened, but. You know, if you're going out and you've got to go for it, you know there's an element of risk because you go for it. That's the risk reward. And he went for it and missed one. So Brian come out, composed, knew he had to do.
Knew what he had to do.
Yeah, knew what he had to do, and he took his time, and he took the points. But it could have been the other way
It's
around.
a good event for Brian.
That would have been Thor's first title. So for 12 months, he's just going to be pissed off. And then it goes in, and then something else happens. Yeah. And that isn't the only thing that happened to him. There was stuff happened the year before that, and the year before that. It was, and it's not just. Yeah, he had a hard run, and fair play to him. He should have sat there. Like what I've just said, I've not seen a video of him saying that.
Yeah. Well, he's not moaned about it, has he? He's just getting on with it.
But if he did, people might back the fuck off. You know, it's not. It's sport. We're all. If you've got in a boxing fight,
you might say he's whinging, you know what I mean?
If you've got in a boxing fight and 3 refs sat there and said the other guy won, but you knew you hadn't, are you wrong for saying I thought I won?
It's different. At the end of the day, you've got to respect the judges, haven't you? But if it's there playing, we know what a double dip is, okay? I don't see him double dip at all. I don't see it at all. I don't even see a little bit of a dip. Nothing. So for me, for that to be called a double dip, if there was something there, I just couldn't see it.
No.
I've watched it and I can't see it at all.
But even then, Eddie went after Thor, and if Eddie knew that Thor did the certain amount of reps, he could have carried on. He had time to spare, and he had energy anyway. Right. So even if
I don't think it affected the result.
Yeah,
Eddie clearly could have done more.
Yeah,
clearly. But another thing happened there as well was when previously were you allowed to put the Viking press down? I'd never seen that before.
No, that's only started.
That just appeared, and then so did the squat for 60-second limit appeared. Normally it's squat till you're done.
Yeah. So if you're putting it down, you're letting that lactic acid recover, aren't you?
Yeah, but there's just been all these little subtle changes, and you know when you're at that level, and
but is the changes to try and make the sport better, make it bigger, get more out of it?
I think it is, and it's easy for me to sit there because I'm not fighting for the title. If I was fighting for the title and that stuff happened to me, I would be the same. But
you're fighting for your title. 5th, what you wanted, or whatever you've got in your head. Everyone's got a goal that they're trying to get to, do you know what I mean? Do you think being short at 5'10" hampered you, or do you think it was an advantage for you?
It's always hampered me.
Well, it might hamper you on the taller events,
I
like
messages,
fingers
I get
and
messages
stones.
on Instagram every week, and it'll either be, you inspire me because you're 5'10", or you inspire me because you used to be 105.
Yeah.
And why do they say that? Because they're a disadvantage.
Yeah, you're a disadvantage. Are you at a disadvantage for a deadlift?
No.
You're not
18-inch deadlift.
No. 18-inch, yes, but when it comes to a normal deadlift, no.
So it has its advantages.
I've actually geeked out. Are you ready for a geek moment? Right. If I could draw you a picture of my skeleton and Thor's skeleton. Thor is 10 inches taller than me. Is that right? He's 6'9"?
Yeah.
So he's 11 inches taller than me. Right. So he's 11 inches taller than me. But you got to remember he's a bigger human. A much bigger human. So when it comes for the start position to his finish position, 100% he lifts it further. But does he move further than me? No. Yeah. It's the same. It might actually be he moves less because his arms are longer than mine. And my finish position, it always rubs over my bollocks. It doesn't for him. And usually when that's a sign of someone who's a good deadlifter or has got the potential to be a good deadlifter if they've got long limbs. So like my daughter, for example, when I got her to do a deadlift, it was literally nearly by her knees. When I do a deadlift, it's by my hips. You know, I'm not actually built for deadlifting.
But
I just trained it really hard.
You are up there as one of the world's best deadlifters.
I just went away and trained it really hard, and I just wanted to be I wanted 1,000 pound pull. I was obsessed with it.
For me, it was always overhead presser.
And it worked. And the overhead pressing was just naturally good for me. And as I've had injuries, it's all of a sudden not naturally good for me anymore. Like, I'll fucking walk around the gym and tiptoe and frit over a 100 kilo log.
Right.
because of my injuries.
Yeah.
You know, whereas I wouldn't even respected a 180 log 5 years ago.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I actually did my biggest log session. It was never even filmed, but I did a 220 kilo log for 5 singles one session, and then I did a 180 EMOM 2 weeks before Europe's, before the World Log Lift Championships. And what happened? COVID.
Oh yeah.
Fucked me royally. So when you come,
come,
so what then happened was, obviously I had a very lengthy chat with Darren because it was in his gym. So Darren Sadler sat there and watched me press these logs.
So he was another good strongman, but small again,
Yeah.
short.
But like he saw me press these logs, he's like,
But he's choosing events now, isn't he?
he's looking at me going, there's 230 there all day long. But then we didn't know when I was going to be able to do it. So I had to keep this peak up from March, I think it ended up being August, to the one that you've seen outside with the Gaily winds where I did 220. Yeah. But I'd done my knee in, I'd done my wrist in, and I think I'd done something to my back. But I just kept ploughing through it because I wanted the record.
Yeah.
When realistically, I just got worse.
Yeah.
You know, so it's just a shame. When you actually look back, I have been very, very unlucky.
One thing that I always think about is obviously being a strongman and having to work. Some strongmen, let's be honest, are lucky in the fact that they've got these sponsors, they don't have to work and they can be a full-time strongman. I know Rebecca as well, you had to work. Having to do that and train at the same time and work, how much of a disadvantage are you at with that?
Huge. So, again, down to timing and to luck, I guess. But the moment I realised I was good, we're going back to the 2014, I came second to Eddie, and actually I could have won the show. I just didn't know. You know, like if I'd have just pushed a bit harder on stuff, I'd have probably won. And I was completely oblivious. Eddie was actually, I remember, it actually stuck in my head till this day. When we did the podium and it shouted me out a second, Eddie turned around and was like, fucking Alex, fair play, I didn't see that coming. Like, even he didn't know I was in second. And so I had this amazing year, realised my potential, and then I had Layla. And I would never have given up work after that. Yeah. Because I just didn't dare. So I was always in full-time work.
It's the money as well, isn't it? Not just the time, being able to train. It's the money, I mean...
Well, and at the time, when I won Britain's Strongest Man, I didn't get a pound off anybody for sponsors or help or support. No. I was in full-time work.
And what's the food bill like for someone of your size, weight, if you want to eat right? How much is that costing? Fucking £500 a week or something?
It can get expensive,
yeah. With everything else on top, you know, all your supplements.
Yeah, you just got to...
You need them sponsors, don't you, really?
Yeah, you just got to try and, like, with me, with my food... I was lucky because I have a good job. And,
so you work for like NASA or something, didn't you?
I work for British Aerospace. Yeah. I've just started a new internal job on a submarine.
But just because you clean the toilets doesn't mean you work there. You know what I mean? Like, what was you doing there? You're not building spaceships,
toilets.
was you?
The diamond toilets, mate. They need proper care.
You wasn't building fucking spaceships or something, though, was you?
No, fighter jets.
Right.
You know, so and that's quite a niche thing. But I used to love my job as well. Like I go in. It wasn't really fuck, I've got work today. I enjoyed it. You know, I used to do design parts for the airplane, you know, repairs. I used to love doing repairs. Yeah. And I loved my job, but it was hard because, you know, I'd have to get in for 7. I would probably leave at 3. I would always, as dangerous as this is, I always used to heat my food at like 5 to 3, 3 o'clock, clock off, drive home, eat my food on the motorway on the way home. Have me water, and I was straight to the gym. I knew I had like till 6 because the kids are in nursery. I'll tell you this, I have no regrets. Like, no, I've made every decision right that was for my family, and you know I've always had signs, or there's been warning signs that I was going to stop strongman, and I was content with it because I've got a good job and I've got a family. You know, and I do feel sorry for a lot of the guys that don't have that. And you can see that, like, when a comp doesn't go well, just how fucking hard they take it. And I'm happy with it.
You're a different person now. You're older. You're a father.
Different.
Everything changes. You know, everything in life. We talk about all this food, right? I want to know, what's a fucking strong woman or a strong man's shit turds like? Putting all that food in, it must be like fucking King Kong's finger. You know what I mean? Like. Do you get constipated? Protein farts?
No, I think my kids shit worse than me.
Yeah?
Depends what you're on. Trend fucks you right up.
Daryl's farts are the worst.
No, they're good.
You ever be in a fucking car with him? He'll fart. He'll lock the windows
do you eat a lot of veg?
closed.
Yeah, I have a veg and like my mincemeat's massive.
Oh my god!
Try and take the veg out and see what happens.
Nah, they like
Don't
it.
be healthy.
They like it.
They are rancid.
I won't quote, right? But I worked with a nutritionist who went to university, and I remember having a really lengthy conversation about vegetables. He said to me, I put them in to make the clients happy. I said, but actually, it's shit. You just need fruit. He said, your stomach doesn't like vegetables. He said, why do you think you get gassy? It's struggling to digest it.
Listen, you told me you had a story about Brian Shaw.
Oh my god.
So I want to hear this story while we're on the subject of shit turds, okay?
Yeah. So I was living in it was like a semi-detached house. It was only 2 bedroom, and I'd dumped bathroom out so we could have a shower in. But because I had to put the shower in, I had to squish everything together. So I had my bath, toilet, sink right next to it. And funny enough, I never shat in there. I always shat downstairs. And then Brian visited, and my instinct when he said to me, mate, I need to go for a shit. Can I go for a shit in your house? I said, send him upstairs because it's going to stink. The cunt was gone 30 minutes, 40 minutes. Well, what the fuck is he doing? And there was a lot of noise and a lot of banging.
Back up the toilet, everything is blocked.
He's probably got it fucking back. I don't know. Anyway, he came down and he just looked at me and he's sweating. And he was like, dude, how the fuck do you shit up there? I said, oh mate, I don't. It was like, what? So I sent him up. Basically, I mean, you're probably aware what it's like when you got like public toilets and you squished it.
Yeah.
This thing was bad. Like if you sat on the toilet, your cheek was stuck on the bathtub, and you had to put your arm on the. It was like this. So I sat on the toilet. I was like that. And Brian's a fucking giant.
Yeah, it's massive.
So I don't even know how he completed it. You know, like, but he completed it apparently.
But nothing was blocked.
Nothing was blocked, mate. No, but it was funny because I couldn't stop laughing at how he thought I'd done it on purpose, and I hadn't. I was actually thought I was being nice. I was like, go upstairs, stink upstairs out. Actually, I'd fucking give him a stressful time. But yeah, Brian Shaw shat in my house. Yeah.
Fuck's sake. Thought it was going to be better than that, I'm not going to lie.
Maybe I'm not very funny.
No, you are funny, but that wasn't a funny story really, was it? Brian Shaw had a shit on my toilet. You know what I mean? I'm going to tell everyone, just so you know, Graham had a shit in the girls' toilets when he got here.
I absolutely did. Yeah. He offered me baby wipes as well.
They're the best
I
ones.
have to have baby wipes.
Right, yeah.
I can't shit without
I
baby
use
wipes.
wipes
mate.
all the time.
Do you shave your ass?
No, I've eat it.
Beat it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about this? No, I just leave it. So I've got to have baby wipes because it's a fucking mess with toilet.
I don't have a hairy ass.
Yeah, I've got an
Hairy
hairy
ass.
ass.
I'm hairy as fuck.
No.
Yeah.
I shave me. I mean, not obviously, you know what I mean?
Do you-
If we're going to get into it, like, it makes me more hygienic.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah, 100%.
But
You know Sam
shower?
Parker?
Do you put your finger up your ass a bit and clean it?
So do
Do
you,
shower? Hang on a minute. Listen, this is the first interesting. This is the first interesting part of this
I
fucking
told you,
podcast.
talking about shit will be a good fucking topic.
He just said to me, when we have a shower, do you stick your finger up your bum to clean it?
Yeah.
Oh, right.
I do, just a bit, because it's a shithole, isn't it?
I can't reach.
Yeah,
I could just
can
touch
reach
your
with
tip.
one.
I imagine his looks like a penny, yours is like a 2p, innit? You know what I mean? Fuck's
Why is
sake.
mine a 2p?
When I wipe my ass, I sort of like scoop it to make sure inside a little bit. You know
I
what I mean?
didn't
But I
even
don't.
baby wipes, I put a little bit in as well, because I'm like, clean it.
Do you
Right,
know,
are we
like-
talking like
Do you know, Dan, right, Dan?
Oh, fuck that,
We never
man.
got shown how to wipe our ass properly, did we?
No, we
Just
don't.
guess.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
that's the teacher.
I guess I'm doing it all
I
right.
bet you don't wipe the same as me or it. Like, I bet we all do it different.
Someone told me the other day,
Finger.
God tell the truth, they stand up to wipe their ass.
And I've had people tell me they go fucking that way.
That's if you're
No,
fat, I
we've
think.
got a
innit?
fucking big
How the
John
fuck
Thomas
are you
dangling
gonna do
down
that?
there. You can't do that, can
I
you?
always think how the fat cunts wipe their ass.
But anyway,
Don't
Sam
probably.
Parker. Do you know Sam Parker?
Yeah.
You probably don't know Sam.
I don't know.
But Sam's a powerlifter and he's fucked his shoulders big time. And he says to me, like, when he goes anywhere, he has to make sure that there's a shower. Because if he has a shit, he can't wipe his ass. He's that immobile.
You have got no idea. It's been on previous podcasts, actually. This is a true story. I will not shit in public. I could not go to your house and have a shit. I will not. If I need a shit, I have to go home.
I wish I had that control, mate. I wish if
I
need to go, I need to go.
I have been caught out on like a night out in the past and that, and I've had some funny looks because if I've not got baby wipes and I wipe my ass, I am going to that sink, I'm putting my ass in the sink, and I'm fucking
Do you use
using
baby wipes or you flushable ones?
baby wipes.
How many times do you have to call some come out to fucking fix your dream?
No, I've got the rule 6 wipes. If you can do it in 6, it don't block it. Yeah. If it's
or if you're high enough, there's a bit of pressure.
Yeah. I had a bad dude 2 nights ago. Woke up 3 o'clock, fucking dying for a shit. As soon as I got to the bathroom, I was mid-air shitting. Thought I hit the toilet. When I've stood up, I've hit the back bit, you know, where the hinge is, and all the shit's gone down in there.
Oh, fucking hell, you must have had bad guts, mate. But no, I have, honest, on a night out, been sat in the sink with my pants down, watching my ass while people are coming in for the piss, thinking, what the fuck is this dude doing? Like, you know what I mean? Okay, guys, thanks for watching. Make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you next time. You're going to fucking listen. You're going to laugh.
We're going to have fun.
Right, go on then.
This is bullshit though. Right, go on then.